example 1 on page 22 of your textbook, and let's see if I can get this straight here. Okay, and I want you to see that yes, we can use order of operations like they do in solution 1, and it takes several steps to combine these terms within this expression to get to our answer of -5 when we use order of operations. But you can also use your properties, and in this case it's the commutative and associative properties, and they use them to group the negatives with other negatives and the positives together, and it simplifies. So a little bit of strategic use of your properties can take you beyond simply using order of operations and make things much more efficient. This is why I say to read your textbook, because without this you're going to be stuck back using your order of operations when the rest of us are moving forward at a faster clip. So definitely with those properties and principles that I gave you, make sure you're familiar with them. Make sure you know how to apply them. Make sure when you're doing your homework that you're not just using order of operations, but you're thinking of strategic ways to apply these to make your problems simpler. Okay, the other problem I want to look at is on page 25, and it is a word problem. And the main reason I want you to see it is I want you to remember that when you're doing a problem like this, it helps to draw a picture. So it's number 44 on page 25, and it says the highest point in the United States is Mount McKinley, Alaska, at 20,320 feet above sea level. And the lowest is Badwater, California, at 282 feet below sea level. Find the difference between these elevations. Well, what I'd like to do is draw a picture. A mountain that's got elevation 20,320 feet at the peak. And then here's sea level, wiggly ocean line. And then we could represent our canyon by drawing it below sea level. Obviously this is not to scale, but that's at 282 feet below sea level, which I will write as a negative. So if you're finding the difference between these, well, if you think about this in terms of absolute values and you look at this, you need to add this distance to this distance. And so all of what we've been doing in terms of adding absolute values in order to find the difference of two numbers, two real numbers, kind of makes sense here when you see it in terms of elevation. So the answer for this, to find the difference, you subtract 20,320 minus 282 minus -282. See, I almost made the common mistake. 282 gives you 20,320 plus 282. So you're adding these two quantities together. So the answer would be the sum of 282 and 20,320, because minus a negative